Mike O. Whitney. Hope y'all feeling good out there. Wherever y'all at, whatever you're doing.
We back.
Gym in your car, working, chilling.
What about this song? You digging that song? What's the favorite song off the album? Well, I'm going back 10 years. I'm living in the past, folks. I'm living in the past. It's all I got. It's all I got.
Well, I mean, it's a part of who you are, right? It was something that you wrote. I like I'm Free. It helps remind people to just, in everything that you do, remember that there is freedom in Christ.
Yes.
I mean, got to go to work.
Yes. Yeah.
Got to go to class. I mean, like you go through the list of everything. I mean, I think it's great. And then Mike O did it on that. Just coming along as a feature as well.
Mike O. Yes, Mike O. I was like, who? Yeah, Mike O. Shout out to Mike O. Nashville native doing his thing out here. Absolutely. Yes, he did his thing. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
That is one of my favorite tracks. And yeah. What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to episode number 5, Moses Project, presenting to you the Royal Podcast, where we are always live and unedited. We are raw, real, and rugged, and royal. The Royal Podcast, man. You are a chosen generation, a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, set forth to proclaim the excellencies of Him who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light. How you feeling today, Rachie?
Hopeful.
I sound loud right now. I sound a little loud. You sound hopeful. Talk to me. Tell me what that means. The lovely Rachie McFly.
I think that today God really rested a lot of, there's hope in Him today. So I'm really hopeful that he's gonna faithfully bring me from one moment to the next moment. I think that's encouraging. I just have an abundance of that today.
That's great. Yeah, that's good.
How are you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah, you look good.
Oh, thanks. Okay. It's Friday night. So I feel. They say you feel good. You work good. You play good. You do good things. So I am the rapper turned actor turned pastor turned don't put your brother in the box, Eddie Mo, and this is the lovely, the amazing, the adorable, the awesome, the abstract Rachie McFly. Oh, absolutely. So
out there, folks. That's
abstract. Even just talking about that, like I sometimes feel like I'm pretty black and white. I'm pretty, straight to the point, and I feel like sometimes maybe not spacey. I almost called you spacey. Yeah, well, I did, didn't I? Not spacey.
Listen, I don't mind being creative, but I honestly think that sometimes you are, sometimes I am. I mean, it's like that there's a balance there. Yeah. I think, and I would actually, anyone, I would say that Eddie Mo is pretty creative.
Yes.
I like lines.
Okay.
You're pretty creative. You are willing to jump outside of the lines.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like when I'm creative, people know what I'm saying. Sometimes it's
okay. I could gather that.
Wait, what just happened?
Sure. You some people in your world get what you're saying, and then outside of that,
be a guy gal thing.
I would say there's definitely a lot of that because you're certainly all guy. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Yes, and you're my precious Disney lady. Right?
Really?
What's your favorite Disney movie? Oh, Little Mermaid. We went to
I don't know that was ever my favorite Little Mermaid. I'm just saying, because this was your first time really watching understanding the whole sequence of what goes on.
What are your thoughts? I know I went to
in the theater.
I saw the Little Mermaid this past week. We saw it together. I honestly thought it was a great movie. I thought it was well done. Halle Bailey sang her behind off.
Speaking of creativity, people are creative. There's no doubt about that. Like I don't want. I mean,
mermaid
from costuming to everything. I mean, seriously, it's always great.
Oh, you
enjoy the singing everywhere. So You really, I mean, honestly, she has a beautiful voice. So yeah, you're right. Like,
yeah, it was beautiful.
Definitely gave her everything in that. That was beautiful.
What's up, Tanisha, Braden, Sydney, Dean? Good to see you guys. Good to hear from you. Yes. Man. So good movie. I know it comes with the criticism. You as a African American woman, did you feel anything extra, or did you just say, hey man, I'm just appreciating the movie in its context, or did you feel like, oh man, to have a African American woman in that role on a big screen, did it? Any thoughts on that? Maybe for you, or
women are always fantastic out there doing big things. So this was another wonderful opportunity to showcase great talent. And I think it was fantastic. I think everyone really did a beautiful job.
Yeah, for sure. So I know my nieces loved it and was like, wow.
I don't know if more than the mom.
That's right.
It's interesting though, because it was more, I think, a little more relatable in that, when you've seen the animated version, now seeing it live, and that's true for like a lot of the other animated versions of the different movies. You have your takes, but honestly, this was a wonderfully live, well done.
Agreed. And everyone, it can be very polarizing at times. People are like, man, stay with the original. Stay with this way. Why are we doing live action?
Right.
But, hey,
this was a great live action.
I thought so.
It really was.
I thought so too. So we are here. We are going to dive into episode 5 here, and we're going to title this, Wait, you mean to tell me this isn't quality time? Wow.
Yeah.
With the awkward silence right there.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, forgive me for my ignorance. Forgive me for please don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to my head. But many times in life, or in our journey together, I see quality time as just being around each other. Listen, we planted a church together. We started a nonprofit together. We did student ministry together. We are around each other a lot, but not enough. Oh,
coming from the heart, I'll take it.
Anyway,
being an introverted person, you seem to think that you are an introverted person.
I am very. That's another podcast episode. I am very introverted.
I think
many people would not know that, but get me in a room by myself with a book or something, and I'm good.
I would argue that you're introverted, extroverted. I think that you actually have this balance.
Here's the deal. God's like, hey, bro, I know that you want to, have your elbow room, but listen, I'm calling you for something, and you got to step out. So it's not comfortable to me, or it's not, I won't say comfortable. It's not natural.
But which is
God's like, hey man, what are you going to do? Are you going to be obedient, or are you going to just sit in the corner and, I need you to go there for, bro. So,
which equates to the person being in your space so much. Like, this is a lot. This is asking a lot of me. You're asking a lot of me to be in my space so much, and then do even more than that. And how does that make you feel? Is that accurate? I mean, do you feel like you're already giving up just a lot by saying yes one time? 2, 3, 4 in the day. I mean,
I think
it's a lot.
Yeah, I think you just got. For me, and for me, I know that it's like getting by yourself, like Jesus, and we see it like, let me throw the Jesus card. Then Jesus have to go away. Then he have to get away. Jesus like, man, look, I need a minute.
I can't. What is going on right
throw
now?
that Jesus card out there.
What is happening right now?
Throw the Jesus card out. So, but you need to, and it helps. It just
no, honestly, really, he modeled
time.
That. He did. He modeled that.
When you take that time, it actually is the fuel. So
correct.
Yeah.
And for those of us who really don't understand that yet, people. Give these folks space. They need space, and it's not personal at all.
Yeah. I think it's interesting, and we are on this topic right now. Since we're there,
we're here.
Introverts are not trying to make extroverts introverts, but extroverts seem like they always want to make an introvert extrovert.
It's something. It's interesting.
I'm not trying to change you.
Are you not trying to? Here's what you don't do. You don't talk. You don't talk. And so what you're doing to the rest of us is saying, hey, you don't talk either. You don't talk either. And wait until I feel like talking, because I'm not talking back to you. You just wait for it. Okay. So what realistically, are you not really trying to make the extrovert the introvert? It just sounded cute to say. That's a good point. Listen. What I will say though is both individuals need to try to understand one another so that we can really, so we can really love each other and really extend, because otherwise neither one of us will want to be around each other ever. And then there's going to be all these wedges, and that's not healthy.
Yeah. Right. So back to...
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I guess you got a point there. I am being respectful.
Honestly, though, I don't think you're a full introvert.
We want to make each other.
Yes. Seeing the great things in it. I think that it's beautiful to take time, like you're saying, time, reset, think things over. Sometimes you can, when there's an extroverted person, they can be too excessive with a thought, and it feels like it's regurgitation on you. I don't need all of that. And you probably don't either. Because
you internally process it. You're like, I'm taking it all in.
Go record that. Do a memo.
Right. Let me get a minute. I don't need to, verbally exercise it.
Replay that.
Like that.
Do the memo. Replay it. Yeah. See how that sounds to you. Then go check it and see with other people.
I'm just at the place where I'm like, if you want to be and go and be that's great.
Yes.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
There's a time, but
there are times. Back to quality time. Right. When is that time?
Right.
What's that time when you have to give up some time and the other person has to calm a little bit? Right. When is that time? I mean, how?
Right. I think just to shift slightly, it's like I don't know if this was broken down, but we view quality time differently. And for those out there, I'm like, we're doing stuff together,
right?
This is quality time, right now
with an entire audience, entire audience.
I think right now this is quality time I'm spending with my
when
spouse.
I'm on the basketball court and there are all these fans around that are people. This is quality time.
I believe it's quality time when we are leading youth ministry or starting a church together or coaching girls basketball together.
Sure.
And I believe
we're spending quality time
together.
I do believe,
but that's not quality time according to Rachel Leslie Sproul. Youngblood.
I believe that there's some times when it should just be truly focused with the two of you. So if there are other people that are involved, a lot of times you can't give the one-on-one. You can't have the time together. I'm not suggesting in any way, shape, and or form that it can't be in groups, like a crowded setting. Like you could have quality time in a lot of different settings, but I'm just saying quality time spent just really needs to look like that. It can't just be like, I'm kind of talking to you and I think I'm multitasking. I think I'm doing all these other things and I'm doing them well. And then you have to assess, like, are you really doing them well? Mm-hmm. Did you hear me fully, or did you hear the first and last word that I said? And then you can, because you're so swift, come back in conversation and just, act as if you were really there. Mm-hmm. But into me, see, like this concept I know. This concept of really like getting connected with the person, that's the next level. And for me, that is really more of the quality comes. The eye contact, the as you're demonstrating right now. Thank you very much. There's just that space that really gives much of your attention, or that in addition to you having the attention presented there, you're also, I'm feeling the value that you're spending as well. And it's not truly just the service to others per se. Not to say that others can't be served in the midst of the quality time. Just saying. A lot of times it doesn't involve many for it to be the quality.
That's fair. I'm listening. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm listening. So 6 years in, I think I've heard. I'm just trying to convince,
Sure.
Well, surely, like, this can be quality time as well, in addition to.
I think we've spent quality time doing things you like. Here's where it really starts, people. Is it something I like to do or not? And if not, then perhaps it's quality time, perhaps it's not. But if it's something that I enjoy doing, sure, it's quality time. Therein, I enjoy all the things listed, so therefore it has to have been quality time. So
I think you want a little bit of a sacrifice, right? You want like, at least like, bruh. Don't take me to the game and say it's a date night when in actuality you really just wanted to go to the game and you don't mind if I tagged along.
And I can respect that. Honesty is also part of my quality. I can totally respect that you're just the tag along. And I actually I enjoy seriously, I enjoy a lot of the things that you enjoy. So it's not usually problematic in that way. I don't feel like I'm tagging along when I'm doing different things. Okay. So that's It's
fascinating. So oh man, but at the end of the day, you learn and you grow and you change and it can be a process. It could be a journey of understanding your significant
and people and
just people in general.
Life.
Like, I want to encourage you all today just to remember to spend time with your loved ones. Like,
for sure.
I know that we could get so preoccupied with people or work or whatever it is that at the end of the day, family has to be.
I like what you said about sacrifice. Speaking of family being first, I think I think it's hard.
Or loved ones, loved
ones, friends, people who have I think it's sometimes that the whole point of the sacrifice. I do think it matters a lot. Sometimes we don't want to give up anything, but that's really where we can build together. So sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard with people to be a little sacrificial, but you might get something that's really worthwhile if you sacrifice just a little bit. Not of who you are. I'm not talking about that. But I'm just saying maybe it's your time. Just sacrificing a little bit of your time to call the loved one, to spend maybe you're sacrificing time that you would spend elsewhere, but you're giving it toward that person to spend the quality time.
Right. Yeah. Like my nieces are in this very young stage right now, and I know like they're going to be growing up really quick. And I'm like,
the younger ones, because
the younger ones,
yes.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And I want to just make sure, and just
you want to spend some time with them,
with just family,
family,
or people that you love, So I don't know who that is for you, and but just to value, your spouse, your friends, those people that are, that gonna, have your back. And
now
be there,
before you say, I wish I had. I wish I had spent that time.
Time waits for no man.
Yeah.
Man, it's like it just moves so fast.
So
just don't want to waste it. And even, just to take a moment, spending time in the presence of the Lord. I love it.
For sure. Like, yeah, you do. We do. We both do.
But like sometimes we related this to each other, but many times I think that we give God like the seconds,
a lot of times, although he's been the one that's right there
of our lives, the exhausted. We
right,
give God the exhausted pieces of our lives, and God's like, no, I don't. It's cool that he is such a relational king, a relational.
He'll be there,
father that's there,
right?
But there are times when he's like, no, I need, or I want, I desire, not need, but I desire from you, eye contact, undivided attention.
Sure.
Oh, well, I'm going to church, but I'm really going to church to connect with people, which is a piece of church.
Sure.
I don't really want to engage in or wherever that prayer time is, whatever those things are. And I think that is
that's a great point. That's a great point.
That's special about being in an undivided space.
Right.
And the enemy doesn't want that and doesn't want us. So we'll start getting sleepy, and we find ourselves getting, looking for something to do with our, Western culture, or just our drive to go, be.
Right.
God's like, well, just take a moment and find me. That's why the Sabbath, I believe, is so important.
Right.
God's like, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. So,
what
you think?
Resting is important. Mm-hmm. Just being, I mean, and honestly, just be alert and aware that, sometimes when you're trying to do the things that are great, you might get distractions, but to just get refocused on, what, that's a distraction. Let me get back to what I was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get back to knowing that, I still need to call this person, or I still need to, share time with my loved one, and most importantly, I need to spend the time with the Lord, because the Lord's really the one carrying you through all of everything, giving you the breath in your body to be able to just do exercises, just walk, just work, have a right mind to do a lot of things that you love to do. So just giving him some time is really important. It's special. It's special because
it's nothing like it. Nothing like
it. So
being in the presence of the Lord. I see you, Pastor Steve, Sister Tanisha. Appreciate y'all tuning in. At this moment, we are Moses Project, the Royal Podcast, live on a Friday evening. Keeping it 1000, talking about quality time. What does that look like for your family? What does that look like for your spouse? What does it look like for just people that are close to you? People that, we want you to just consider taking that time this summer to really connect with those that are close, and, don't miss those moments, even, I don't know, just putting things aside if you can. I get it. We all got to make a living. We got to do what we got to do.
Right.
But, let's not miss those moments. So, quality time. Here we go. I love that. that. You got any final thoughts on?
Yes, I think it's good that you brought up sacrifice. So I hope that we can think of sacrifice as something good. Just keep telling yourself that, that this is a good thing that I can give, that I can be a giver to the Lord. I can give of something that he's already given me. I can give to my neighbor. I can be a giver. Just remember, that's not it shouldn't be a word that's so painful, but it's truly an opportunity. Just look at it as an opportunity, and just know that there's one that gave the biggest sacrifice for you, that loves you so much, that is wanting to be there for you in so many different ways. When there's nobody else that you can turn to, you feel like nobody else is willing to give you time, willing to give you the love, willing to give you any of those things. The Lord is there for you to give that to you. He's already given himself to you, and just receive.
Yes, I love that, man. Yes, the love of Jesus has time for you, has taken time for us, has showcased how valuable, how amazing you are. So I echo everything that you just said, and I'm not even going to try to touch it. God loves you. God bless you. May God forever be with you. You're tuned into the Moses Project. Thank you for your support as we are continuing to do the work of the Lord in our communities, expanding regionally. Check out our website if this is a blessing to you. We would encourage you to support our ministry You could donate as much as $5 a month, and we are continuing just to bring the good news of Jesus in many different facets. We're bringing hope in a hostile world. So here we go. We love you all. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. All right, peace.